hole number one. It's going to be a little over 110 yards probably to the hole. Pitching wedge in hand. Well, I'll take that start. All right, guys, I left this 4-foot putt for a birdie here. I am really happy with that first shot. That was a thing of beauty. And this one looks pretty straight here. Looks pretty straight. And we will take a bird on hole number one. Awesome. All right, so we got 155 yards to the pin, hole number 2. And I am gonna use a 7-iron here. Normally I would use an 8, but with this set, 7-iron seems right to me. So we're gonna line the shot up, but I'm gonna line it up a little right, which is my normalness here. But with me drawing the ball a lot today, I totally expect this ball to come back a little bit to the pin. Maybe that's too high of expectations, but I'm gonna get it down a little bit lower here. But that's what we do, right? We have high expectations and hope we can succeed in them. Okay, so 7-iron. We need to make sure we have a wide swing. It's definitely gonna slide left. I think I'm gonna be off the green. Oh yeah, those last 10 yards, it went left pretty heavily. So I think I was standing too close to the ball. And so I adjusted, the brain, it works crazy like that. It adjusted to make the swing work, and that was a result. We are off the green a little bit, kind of short-sighted. I'm gonna try chipping with the 60 degree in this set. I don't normally do that. I normally do the 56, but my chipping has gotten better. So if you don't try it, how are you gonna know where you are and if you've improved any on it? So that's my theory on this. Well, it wasn't great, but my very first chip with these clubs in months and months and months, we can't be too disappointed with the result. But we got a long putt, 10 feet at least for par. Sneakily, it looks like it's gonna go to the left, but I don't believe that. This green has got debris all over it. Like I said, we had some heavy rains, so I'm not sure how that's gonna affect the roll, but I think I'm gonna go right at this one. Good distance. It's a good touch. But we got to take our medicine for missing the green. You miss the green out here, you're going to pay for it. So we got a bogey. So I got a little bit of a dilemma on this hole. It's 98 yards. Most of the time I'm hitting a sand wedge, 56 degree or 55 degree. I feel like my 56 degree is going to go a little short here. I should be using a gap wedge, but we're gonna give it a go and see what happens. You won't know until you try. I gotta find a good spot to put the ball in here. Again, my swing today, I don't think this is gonna make it. 52 is probably the right choice with these clubs, but we're gonna give it a go. I hit it good. Again, if it goes short, that's on me for not picking the right club. Should have gone with the 52, would have gone about 10 yards further and been right next to the hole. So these clubs, 100 yards, is a 52 degree and not a 56. So good to know the distancing on your clubs so that you don't make that mistake. We are like 5 yards off the green. I'm gonna go with a 56 again here. You know, I tried the 60 on the previous shot. It was okay, but I want to use the 56 here. I don't have to get it high in the air, so it can roll out a little bit more. Most people actually use even less lofted club, but we're gonna use this 56. Okay, maybe I should use the 60. That was god awful. Lessons learned today. Oh, a 15-foot putt here. This is not an easy one either. It's gonna go from right to left downhill, but not so much where I'm playing it a drastic amount away. Get in the hole. Ugh. Right around the lip. This is not an ideal putt for par. We are at least going uphill. I can't tell where it's going to break exactly, but oh yeah. You know, the distance today on the putter has been spot on. I just have to get the reeds down. We are 1 over through 3. Hard to tell exactly where this pin placement is. I'm gonna have to use the rangefinder. Saying 117. Pitch and wedge was good at 110 range. I'm gonna try a 9-iron here. Leave in the comments if you think the 9-iron is the play here before I hit it, and then we'll see how many of you are right, or if I'm just a horrible golfer, which is pretty close to true. All right, I'm gonna line this shot up. So there's a little broken tee out here. I'm gonna line up just to the right of that. And again, this will probably draw back in a little bit. Oh, I slammed it. About 5 to 10 yards too far, it looks like, from here. We'll get up closer and take a look. So if any of you said 9-iron was the play here, sadly, both you and I were wrong. This definitely could have been a pitching wedge and been just fine the way I hit the ball. I'm about 15 yards away from the hole. It's up, then down, and slightly to the right on this green. This is a tough putt for birdie, but at least it is a birdie opportunity. And I always hit it a little too soft on this green, but check that out. That was the right pace, just not the accurate. All right, let's see if we can put this nail biter in for par. Scared me for a moment. All right, so we're 1 over through 4. That ain't half bad. We've got one of the hardest tee shots out here. Actually, this is the hardest tee shot out here coming up. We'll see how we do on it. I am probably going to use a 4-iron to test my luck here. Then I'll need it. All right, 177 yards is what it's playing. I am going to use a 5-iron and hope we can get it to the green here. Don't overswing. It's a good looking hit. Get there. I don't know if it's on the green or just short. Guess we'll see when we get up there. Okay, so I was 15 yards short. Probably should have gone with a 4-iron. All right, 60 degree. We are going to, oh man, this grass is gonna hold the club. Oh my God. Well, that's a horrible. That's why I usually hit with the 56 here. Most club sets I'm using the 60 degree, but for some reason this one, it slides right under the ball so easily. So I've somehow turned a great tee shot into a possible bogey here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I can't complain too much. It was a great tee shot. Okay, 119 yards to the pin. We are gonna play the pitching wedge here. It's a nice little breeze from left to right. Could affect the flight of the ball a little bit here. This green is treacherous if you don't get it close. Man, that wind is treacherous too. You know what? Maybe we go right at it thinking we're gonna curve it a little bit. Oh, that wind took it to the right. It was going straight for the flag. But it was short anyways. What can you do, guys? Some days you just don't have the right club. 24 feet from the hole here. We are going to go back to the 56. Got a nice little ant bed right in front of my ball here. Get the ants off my club. Hopefully they came off the ball, but a really good chip. It leaves myself in a pretty good spot here for par on this tough green to putt on. Got about 3 feet for par. This green breaks 100 different ways. Right now it looks like it's gonna go down and to the left. So I'm gonna play just outside the cup on the right. Okay. Went right where I wanted it to go. What a lousy bogey, guys. That's twice I've really boned it up for par or, you know, something along those lines. Oh, we got to do better. This is 130 playing 126, and I'm going to go with a 9-iron because my previous shot was pretty short with even shorter distance, so hopefully the 9-iron should be plenty here. All right, aim for that mark. Oh, it's going left. Stay on the green though. back left of the green. It's not too bad. It was a little mishit. I think maybe it was a little far forward in my stance. I'm used to that 7-iron stance, you know. So it looks like this tree fell over during the storms, and even on the green. They moved it off the green. I am not in the best spot for putting. That's like the fringe of the green, if you want to call it that. And I am notoriously horrible at trying to putt a ball in that position with this kind of deep rough. There's like no first cut, nothing around the green that makes it a little lower. So I've just got to man up here and try to get a good putt on the ball. This is for birdie. All right, it looks like it's gonna start straight, go right, and go left. So a double breaker at least. And maybe we can just aim for the hole, maybe for that orange leaf out there. The weight is gonna be the fun part here. It seems like it's all uphill. See if I can kind of, yeah. All right. Good weight, good weight. All right. Let's see if we can tap in for the par here. Not the Bryan brothers kind of tap in. Wesley Bryan, man. Okay, maybe it is. That's gonna be a bogey. No explanation for that. I thought it was a good putt. I don't know why or how I missed that. Would have been good to have the camera on top of that to see it a little closer. But we're gonna have to take the bogey. All right, so I got about 101 yards to the pin here. I'm gonna use a 52 degree, as you guys can see here. Learned my lesson last time at about 100 yards distance, hopefully anyways. Got under it a little bit. I don't think it's gonna make it. Well, had the distance, just took it off the end of it a little bit and ended up to the right of the green. So we were a little off the green. Definitely gonna go back to the 56 for the chip. Got a little ways to go here. I didn't put any spin on it, but you know, that's all right. It's not a horrible chip. Not an easy putt for par. Been leaving myself some stinkers. I feel like this thing is gonna go left to right, but you know, it may be mostly straight, maybe just a little bit actually to the left at the end. Look at that. A par. Thank God. That was a good putt. All right. We got 150, playing 147, and I'm gonna use a 7-iron though. I think I could get there with an 8. We're not gonna let Ubris win the day here. Let's let the 7 do the job. Back up just a hair. All right, a little bit of a stretch. Oh, I hit it well, very well, too well. Oh, is that short? Tell me I didn't just hit it 140 or 145 with the 7. Guess we got to get up there and find out. It was a great shot. Pretty much in line with the hole. Good shot. Pretty good hit. I left myself 5, 6, 7 yards from the hole. Yeah, 6 yards. So good thing is this is kind of uphill. Better than having to go downhill on this hole. Looks like he's gonna break just a little bit to the right, about 2/3 of the way there. It was a good shot, really was. All right, let's finish it strong here. So close, so close. So we left ourselves, 4 inches, 5 inches for par. That's not too bad. Thank you guys for tuning in. Once again, please be sure to hit that like button and that subscribe button. Really trying to grow this channel, maybe make something of it. I would really love for all you guys to view these videos all the way throughout, watch the ads, which aren't as important right now because I'm not monetized, but let your friends know about it and check out the channel. Again, I really do appreciate it. Did awesome this round, a 30 on a par 27, although my scorekeeping within the round was pretty pitiful. I did have a couple of close missed putts. I could have gotten a 28. Coulda, woulda, shoulda, but hey, you guys got to witness one of the best rounds that I have put into play right here on the channel. I've got more stuff coming your way. These videos do take quite a while to put together. So again, thank you guys for tuning in. I'm Cowboy Golf, and I'll see you guys out on the links. Get teed off.